Good morning, Patrick here with your daily dose of complete health. And I want to make an apology. I forgot to do a Facebook Live yesterday. I have no idea why. I was doing something in the morning yesterday. I think I was putting together a chair. We've just got some new chairs in the clinic. Some of the older chairs in the therapy rooms the cushions were starting to come off, and I started putting one of these chairs together, and all of a sudden my patients started arriving, and I was like, oh Christ, is that the time? And I just completely forgot. And I'd intended to do it in the afternoon and just never got around to it. But the point is I've got straight back on it again today. And the question is not about those times that we make a mistake, but actually how do we respond to that mistake? Now, it's really interesting. I read a book this year. It's called Healthy as F******. And interestingly enough, when people fall off the wagon once, what tends to happen, or what a lot of people do, is in her book, she calls it something else, but for today, for the PG-13 version, we're going to call it the stuffits. People get a case of the stuffits, as you can probably imagine from the title of the book, what she calls it. But when people fall off the wagon and they make a mistake, and it only needs to be one, they get a case of the stuffits, where they go, well, okay, I've made a mistake, I've ruined everything, oh well, I'll start again on Monday. And rather than just getting straight back on the wagon, they just completely fall off. Now, let me use a really good analogy as to why this is a terrible idea. Now, every so often, we make mistakes when we're driving. Now, I've actually been in the car when my girlfriend has done this, and ironically, she got beat, and she got road rage thinking that the person had made a mistake. And I was like, no, hun, you've made a very serious mistake that you're completely unaware that you've just done. And she'd ran a red light. Now, not she hadn't done it on purpose. She was on a roundabout. We were in a place we didn't know, and the light system was a little bit confusing, but she ran a red light. But the point is if you run a red light, do you become a little bit more careful about running the next 6? Because then every single light you see, you're going to pay that little bit closer attention to make sure you don't make the same mistake again. Well, unfortunately, when it comes to our health and when it comes to trying to stay disciplined with something, say, for example, we miss the gym, or we make a mess up with our diet, or we make a mistake and we lift something the wrong way, rather than trying to get back onto the rhythm and routine with things again, what we end up doing is going, stuff it, I've made a mistake, I'll start again on Monday, or I've had one too many beers, or I've had a couple of beers, or I'll just have the third, because do you know what difference does it make? Well, the point is when we start to do that and we consistently build those things up, it's over the time that we'll then start to see the change in health. In the same case that if I just went, I stuff it, I missed the video yesterday, it's not going to make any difference if I miss the video again tomorrow, and it doesn't really make any difference if I miss the videos for the next 3 weeks. And then we get ourselves into these ruts. So maybe what are you doing in your life that maybe you've kind of gone just stuff it, and as a result, you're now maybe not doing something as well as you should. Just think about it. Patrick here from Complete Health. I'll see you again tomorrow.